Unveiled Witness. I'm your host, Chrissy, and today I just wanted to discuss the harvest moon real quick. Um, it's a huge, I think, marker for everything that's going on in the world today. As everybody knows, the Queen was announced dead, announced that she passed away yesterday, which ironically was 918, which equals 17. So, most of us realize that she had, she's been gone for quite a while. That's all I'm going to say. But they waited to announce it because, as I understand it, her and Trump had an agreement that they wouldn't start the new financial system until after she was gone. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens from now on. There's a lot going on. Not just that, but Trump has another rally, I think, on the 17th. And so that's going to be interesting because the last one, so many comms. And if you get a chance to listen to, I'm doing a moderators and ARCANA Shores moderator roundtable that's going to premiere Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 Pacific, with Jay Rocco, Dennis, King of Cups, aspiring alchemist Carrie, and for sure, and we might have a couple of others that if they can make it. So definitely going to want to watch that. We're going to talk about, what everything means about the Queen and the harvest moon and Trump comms and things like that. So it's going to be a really good roundtable. So I'm anxious for everybody to see that. And I wanted to mention what we need to focus on as we begin this process of the quote end game, basically the financial crash that is looming, and also, what we need to be doing to keep the positivity in. So anyway, I have my wisdom cards here, and I just wanted to maybe pull a card today on the harvest moon and see what universe and our creator wants us to focus on in the coming 6 to 8 weeks, because there's going to be a lot of disruptions. So here we go. I'm going to shuffle cards. So you can see me shuffling. These are my fairy wisdom cards. They're pretty cool. It's amazing. So far, anytime I pulled a card, it's been right on topic. So here we go. Asking the universe, asking God, asking Holy Spirit, any messengers of light to give me what is the message that you want to hear, you want everyone to know with regards to what's coming up now that the Queen has been announced passed away. So here we go. So this is the oldest fairy. This ought to be interesting because she was 96 years old. I'm just saying she was. So the oldest fairy is the one that I pulled. And it's number 25, which is 2 plus 5 is a 7. So that's a divine number for sure. Let's see. Okay. Excuse my voice, everybody. I had a really bad sore throat at the beginning of the week, and I have laryngitis. So if you guys could just bear with me. It's crazy. I tend to lose my voice. It's my weak spot, I think, or I don't know. But anyway, I tend to lose my voice. So, all right. So the oldest fairy. So the key word is timelessness. This ought to be interesting. Too often we see old age as a time of decline and illness. It is not necessary to age in this fashion. Release all preconceived ideas of what getting older means. Aging has more to do with our belief systems than it has to do with passing of time. It is our belief systems that tells our body that they must decline. Is this a concept that you want to buy into? Keep busy. Learn everything that you can. Do things that you like to do. Challenge yourself. Do not put limitations on yourself due to age. Look at the oldest fairy. He is hundreds of years old and still going strong. All the younger fairies come to him so he can impart all knowledge that he's gained over his years. He is revered for his wisdom. With age comes wisdom to those who choose to use their time on earth in a constructive way. So keep on living and learning and taking good care of yourself. The little ones need to have you around to tell them the old tales and to guide their fresh young minds. Every person is useful down to their last moment on earth, for even in that last moment one can impart wisdom, visualize, speak, and then think positively of your marvelous body. It birthed you into this world and it will birth you into the next when the time is right. It gives you pleasure in many different forms and helps you to learn that which you came to earth to learn. It houses divine spirit within you. Divine spirit expressed itself through your body. It brings your gifts to the world. What a marvelous body it is. If you choose this card today, it may indicate that you need to spend some time with the elderly, either working with them or listening to them. If there are elders with great stories to tell, tap tap those stories now while they can still be captured. Tape these stories now so they can still be captured. Make sure all wisdom is not lost. Every person has a story and a lesson to impart. Then it says, my body is a temple wherein resides spirit. I love and appreciate my body for all the ways it serves me. I visualize my body only in positive way. I speak to my body only in positive words. I speak to my body only in positive words. I think of my body only in positive ways, for it is through my visualization, speech, and thought that I tell my body how it is to react to the world around it and to the years that it resides on earth. I ask that my body be engulfed in love and joy. So be it. Avoid clocks today, it says. So I find that very, very interesting because the harvest moon means basically it's the harvest, right? So back in the day, and a lot of farmers that still have crops and things, harvest time was this time of year. And I do think that it brings a lot of I think it kind of gives you the chance to, reap what you've sowed, and you you get what you received. You get what you put out there is what I mean. So if you're putting positivity and you're helping people, then that will come to you. And that's, I think, what the message is on this harvest moon as we enter the last phases of this quote, hopefully movie. It's been a long for a lot of us. I was a I woke up or started waking up in 2015 and started researching all kinds of stuff. And I mean, like, oh my gosh, it's crazy what we've been under. Like, and I'm really the other thing that I thought was very positive that I saw is there, there's a lot of shows on, obviously Netflix, Amazon, this and that. And I was watching, I think it was on I think it's on Prime. It was called the Outlaws, but it's basically these people that have to do community service after they committed various misdemeanor crimes, I guess. And what I find interesting in that is that if you look in the background, there are subliminal messages. I saw in the background hope. I saw unity. There's so it's interesting to me. There's sort of, I think the white hats, I think it was Netflix it's on actually. Anyway, I think the white hats are now turning the tide and using to destroy humanity and this country and the world. to bring unity and peace and love back into it, and hope. And I think that's what we need to hold on to here, especially moving forward. No fear. Do not fear. Just be prepared. Make sure you have a little cash in case the power does go out. I mean, there's a lot of, obviously a lot of you live in the states that are, they're cranking up the heat. So just be prepared. And you know what? We're living in the greatest moment in history. It's biblical. I never thought that I would live in a biblical time. It's amazing when you really think about it. We are living in the end of days, but we're about to like hit a jubilee where everything that has been stolen from us, everything else will come back to us. So no fear, be of good heart, put good out in the world, and I guess that's my message for today on the Harvest Moon. So I will see you. I guess I'll see you probably Saturday for our roundtable, and I guess have a great Friday, TGIF, everybody. I'm out of here. Have a great